Hi, my name is Gavin Breeding. I'm taking AICE Media Studies, and today I will be responding to Creative Critical Reflection number 4. The question posed is, how did you integrate technologies into this project? Throughout the production of my short film, technology played a key role to the overall presentation and production of the product. With that in mind, today I'm going to be breaking up the technologies used into 3 main categories: software, hardware, and online technologies. First, we have software. This refers to a collection of applications used in the field of media studies to edit, film, or gather resources for your production. Softwares are incredibly versatile and facilitate the process of making a movie, allowing everything to flow much smoother, creating the best version of my film. For my film, The Last Hunt, we had 2 main types of softwares used: CapCut and Spotify. These softwares were incredibly accessible and allowed us to truly transcend our project. First, we have CapCut. CapCut is a free video editing app that allows users to create and edit videos on their phones and tablets. This was key to the editing and production of my film and proved to be the most important application or software I used during this experience. CapCut acts similarly to iMovie or Adobe Premiere and made my life so much easier. As editor, I was responsible for putting together all the clips and ensuring they were cohesive. CapCut made this possible with tools like the voiceover tool, split video tool, extraction of audio tools, along with the application of video filters. The video filter tool in specific allowed me to create the right atmosphere, especially for the scenes when Jack the Hitman drives away with the victim at the end of the film. As for Spotify, this application assisted me in the obvious way of providing me with needed music and background sounds. Spotify is a music and podcast streaming service that gives users access to millions of songs and their content. This was considered a software for me since it allowed me to download the needed songs, sound effects, and background music. This included the nature sounds in the opening, the scene where the hitman meets the informant, and the climax of the film where Rico is kidnapped. Now that we've discussed software, it's time to talk about the different hardwares used for my film. In media studies, hardwares refer to the physical devices used to create, store, and distribute media content. This may include cameras, microphones, monitors, computers, recording devices, and other physical storage mediums like DVDs or hard drives. Some of the hardware I personally used included phones, tripods, gimbals, and cages. All of these had unique capabilities and helped me perfect my movie. First off, phones. Phones are very important to the process of making this film because they are very key components that help to store, record, and edit the final product. Moving on, we use tripods in our film. Tripods are important pieces of hardware because they're 3-legged stands that work to help stabilize and support camera movement. Tripods played a huge role, especially in calmer scenes like the ones where Jack and Reed shake hands at the end of their encounter. Gimbals were also a form of hardware we used. Gimbals are devices that work with different weights and sensors to keep the camera completely stable, regardless of the movement of the cameraman. This was useful for the more hectic scenes where the camera was constantly moving. For instance, the scene in the car where Jack the Hitman talks to Reeves the boss was very difficult to shoot, but the use of gimbals made it much easier. Our final hardware, camera cages, were used in almost every shot. These are physical devices that essentially stabilize the camera manually and keeps shots levels. These cages used a protective frame or structure that surrounds a camera system that worked to keep shots consistent. They made a huge difference between the first and second drafts, especially in important scenes like when Jack is pulling up on Rico's house. The cage let us move laterally across the shot while keeping it clean. We finally reached online technologies. These technologies refer to digital tools and platforms used to reach content and gather information or inspiration for your film. 4 major online platforms that I personally used for my film included EduBlogs, YouTube/TikTok, and Studio Binder. First, EduBlogs. This is a website in which former students upload their old films where I can view them and understand how they went through their own process. This was key to understanding how to organize and perfect my own film. Next, YouTube and TikTok. These are both online technologies that have unique content put out by creators around the world. This helped me get out of many stumps and was a large source of my inspiration during this process. Last but not least, Studio Binder was the most significant online technology I used. Studio Binder is the website that gave me the important insight on how a film was made and the important angles or shots used. This online technology allowed me to implement what I learned in media studies in order to perfect and polish my film. Software, hardware, and online technologies each serve their own purpose but are incredibly unique and significant to the overall production of the film. I hope you enjoyed the insight into the technologies used during the production of my film The Last Hunt. Thank you for watching.